Oh, yes.
Okay, finally. Yeah, sorry for the technical issue. Yeah, okay. So, hi everyone. Yeah, so thanks for joining this INFREV Alibaba Cloud AI Video Generation Workshop. So, my name is Jerry Chong. So I'm Alibaba Cloud MVP and also the CEO of INFREV. So, okay. So first of all, thanks for the UTAR and also the UTAR MBOT certain chapters organizing this, and also the Alibaba Cloud support on the product here. And just a very short disclaimer. So this all my sharing here is more like personal opinion and also not speaking on behalf of any Alibaba group or UTAR. So I don't own any of our copyright material and logo. And all the suggestion and feedback regarding this presentation is all welcome. Okay, so just to do a short introduction. So for INFREV, actually, our company is focusing on two pillar, which is a consulting firm that focusing on the public sector and the education. And we also IT consulting firm that focusing on the deep tech and engineering, focusing on the hardware and the software prototype. So as you can see on the screen, so we have all the services that what we are doing at this moment. So we do also strategy consulting, supporting different client growth, and also help them capture the market, and also IT consulting, doing the IT projects, and also the software application from web to mobile app, and also the rapid prototyping. Here is focusing more like the hardware, like the IoT and all the middleware development. And so far we have completed like some of the training session, like you can see here. So previously we also had some collaboration with the IEEE student chapter. So they were the similar Alibaba Cloud 101 introduction, and also similar for the computer society in the Kampar campus. And we also have some of the cloud Gen AI session as well with the Tsinghua University that time in the Beijing campus for the Tsinghua University. So that's why I get a chance to also interact with some of the students. So for the tech event, so basically we have opportunity also to attend some of the Alibaba Cloud one. So as you can see from the screen, so actually Alibaba Cloud have a lot of interesting event that you organize to help improve the awareness of what they are offering so that you can develop some cool product. So as you can see, the Alibaba Cloud Tech Day Kuala Lumpur and also the AI Tech Day. So this kind of event is normally it's like a quarterly base or half a year. So sometimes if they have this kind of program normally in the venue, their office or somewhere. And also one of the most famous events called the Aspara uh, conference. That one is like based in Hangzhou. So I think 2 years ago I have a chance to attend that as with my team. And here you can see like what is the pavilion, what the new product have been coming out by the Alibaba Cloud team, including like if you get JetBrain, right? JetBrain is one of the famous company that develop the IDE that you use for your coding. And also like NVIDIA booth, and also the TNG Digital, they also have some booth over there. So this is what normally the Alibaba Cloud they have developed and also to help build the ecosystem on the product itself. So now go back to the main topic, right? So maybe you might wondering like what is the main core, like what they're offering Alibaba Cloud for everyone, right? So you can see this is the one of the common Aspara stack. So meaning that this is the tech stack that they are managing, and you as a user, as a student, or you as a company, you're allowed to use all of this kind of service as long as you know what to use and also you pay for it, right? So there are a few big category that you can see on the screen. Like for example, you have the middleware service, security service, enterprise application service, database service, big data and AI, and also the basic cloud computing service. So the basic cloud computing service, there are a few small pillar like the storage service, computing service, and networking service, and also everything that empower these services, right? So they have the so-called Aspara operating system, so meaning the Aspara OS. So they build their own system that integrate everything. So once you log into their portal as an Alibaba Cloud console, then you can utilize all the services from there. But of course, for our core focus of the AI video generation, right? So that one will be part under the big data and AI service. So because we need to deal with the data and uh, normally it's on this side you can see. So that is something that we normally interested in. But the rest of it is still pretty relevant as you are the computer science student because you need to know like API gateway to explore the REST API, right? And also you need to know PolarDB. PolarDB is like similar equivalent to MySQL or Postgres. So, but this is a Alibaba Cloud own version of the DB. So, and also you have the container, Docker container, right? So that one is under the SCS. And you also can store the Docker image versioning in the SCR. But of course, here is a lot of services. It might be too overwhelming because since we are focusing on the AI. So Alibaba Cloud has some of the interesting facts that they have uh, distributed, located their data center across 13 countries, including US, UK, Malaysia, Singapore. And one of the interesting fact is that the largest AZ availability zone in the world across the AWS or the cloud or Microsoft Azure. The one with the most is called the China Beijing region. They have 12 AZ. So you might not know what is this AZ means. Like, okay, let's say you have one deploy one services in uh, Malaysia data center. Normally you have another two backup copy so that you can fill over in case one server is down. So, but in this case, right, you can see that there's 12 AZ that supporting the Beijing one. So you can imagine that how many servers they have been supporting and how big the data center is just for the Beijing itself. Okay, so now I go into a bit on the cloud computing model. So cloud computing model is more like what kind of services that normally you as a software developer you want to use. Normally there are three types. SaaS is a software as a service, and then you have a platform as a service PaaS, and also an infra as a service. This three is a very important concept as a student to understand, especially if you are aiming to go as a DevOps engineers or you want to go infra engineer server, right? Then this is very important because you need to know how do you support them in the end after you deploy the application. But normally for application development, normally it's only the PaaS. If you are a network guy or a server guy, then it's on the IaaS. And then like the ECS, just now I mentioned. So this one is like a IaaS product. So this one is normally for the Docker deployment, right? So that is something that normally you can deploy your application from them. And then you also have a container service for SDK. Uh, so that one is a container that you can deploy in Kubernetes. And then you also have like object storage service. So this one is something like a Amazon S3. So you can store all your file into it and then you can access it anytime based on your use case. And then for the PolarDB, so normally it's like what I mentioned, so it's equivalent to the MySQL and PostgreSQL. It's like a typical database. And next is our core focus that what we want to focus on today. So the one that Alibaba Cloud Model Studio is the one that what is a SaaS product, right? So software as a service that allow you to use and integrate all the different human model that developed by the Alibaba Cloud. So from there you can setting up your own IG architecture. And this one is very easy to use. And also you can access it just via the browser. So you can see there's a link on the bottom of the Model Studio console to Alibaba Cloud. And from here you can see that uh, the list of Q1 model series. Because Q1 they have a bunch of different models for different purposes. And first one is the Q1 Max. So Q1 Max is the one of the most powerful among their series that can do anything as part of their general purpose model. And then you have a Q1 Plus. Q1 Plus is slightly less powerful, but it's more than sufficient for the company enterprise application because you don't need a super LLM model just to perform a minor task, right? So that's why you need to change slightly smaller one for only like specific tasks. So Q1 Plus will be well suited for that and also save cost, most importantly. And then you also have Q1 Flash. Q1 Flash is the fastest one because it's much smaller than the Plus as well, Q1 Plus. But of course, it will be less function, I mean, in terms of the knowledge. So if you can utilize this, it will be best. If sometimes if you cannot, due to your limitation, then you need to opt for the Cuban Plus in that case. And then you also have Cuban Coder. So Cuban Coder is the one that I think everyone is most interested because that is our helper for AI assistant to help us to do our coding tasks by giving the proper instruction. And then they also have another few more series like Cuban-VL. So this one is a vision language model. So to detect like what is the image, the text recognition, and then or visual the image chart, and then provide a summary from there. So you then in that case you need to use this specific dash VL model to do that. And then if you want to process some of the audio, right, like the voice WAAV file format, then you need to use the Cuban audio. So specifically for this special task. And then if you have the Cuban Omni, then this one is more generic. You can accept text, image, or audio and video input, and also can generate sound, text, and voice. So this one is like multi-purpose compared to the previous two. But sometimes you need this specific use case, right, for model for multiple tasks. So in that case, this only might be suit your cases. And then the last one is the one series. And this one is in Chinese, they call it Tongyi One Xiang. So this is a image and video generation model. And also it can be edited as well to support advanced feature, specifically for video and image only. So for the competition that what you all have been joining, Alibaba with AI, the business video competition. So you need to use a one series. So take note on not using the one that the others focusing on this one only. And then you might be curious like what kind of model they have in the one series, right? So first one is they have the image to video. So meaning that you provide an image and then you can use the 2.5 I2V premium model to generate for you. So for all of these model that I showed here, they have provided you 50-second free quota, even though you don't have credit. So utilize it well. And then you also have the text to video, like 2.5 T2V, and also the text to image, T2I, and also I2I image edit. But for your use case, most likely you only will be using the first two, the image to video, and also text to video, because that should be sufficient for handling your use case. And then now, how to get started, right? The AI video generation. So first, I think very straightforward. Register the Alibaba Cloud account. As you can see on the sign up now button on the bottom is the link right here. So you can just go ahead and click it, and then after you complete it, log into this Alibaba Cloud Model Studio, the modelstudio.console.alibabacloud.com. Then go into here. So you can see that you can see this homepage. So from homepage here, there are so many options. But what to do now, right? So next, you need to click on this so-called one on this tab, and then you will able to see something like this, the four model that display here. So from here, right, I think most likely for your team or everyone that joining competition, you should use the text to video and also the image to video. So after that, you click on navigate the cursor to it, then you will able to see something like this. And what you need to do is that, and then click on this link, the 2.6 T2V, because 2.6 is something that recently they released by Alibaba Cloud. So this is something the new one, and we should use the new one because the other you see already black out, so they don't allow you to use it. And then once you click on it, then you will navigate to this page. So from here you can see that what you need to do, right? So ensure that you in the text to video or the image to video, and then enter your prompt. In this case, I just provide a very simple, like because it's relevant to UTAR here. So I say that generate a video that university student is walking into the UTAR so campus main entrance. And then you can have some option here. You can see that there's a size like 1280 multiple by 720 pixel, or yeah, so depending on what kind of configuration that you need, right? So make sure that you align that what kind of size that you need to generate. So whenever you generate, everything is the same, or else you will have issue like different version and then coming out, and you will need to waste a lot of credit regenerate again. And then the duration here, you can see on the bottom, they provide you a 50-second free credit. So make sure if you want to try out first, right, try to go with the 5 second in that case, and then click on it, and then wait for a while, and then you should be able to see something like this. The new video have been generated for you. So after that, you will be able to play. Later, I will show the video. And also, if you want to regenerate, right, you think that this is not something that you want, right? Click this refresh button. You see, there's a refresh button here. Regenerate the same thing again. And then if you want to download it, because this is good, then you just click on this download button here, and you will notify. Then you notice that what is the setup that have been used for this. So you can 5 second single uh, prompt extend and audio. So and then I click the video for it.
Another day.
Yeah, so this is something that what the one have generated just now. Yeah, you can see this is something that the Utah campus that they have generated by the one itself. So of course, I think it's very nice. So but this is just as I said, it's just a demo. You can see that how realistic is it, right? So you see the corridor, the gate, the thing, the word, the text is exactly what we are expecting, right? And also the person that walking through the gate itself. And then beside the one that I mentioned earlier, the Alibaba Cloud Model Studio that we can generate, right, based on the 50 second that provide, you can also generate the same thing using this so-called one AI portal. So, but different link, create.one.audio. Make sure this is done correctly, and then you'll be able to access this page. And then this credit that you over here, right, will be different quota, not the one that the 50 second. So if you want to get the credit, you can come in, check in every day, and then you'll be able to get like 10 credit after you check in. Then you can accumulate that. So meaning that after 10 days you have 100 credit, you can try as well. And then what you do here is the same thing. And then after generate, right, just now you can see here you have the problem happening here. You also can configure some of the settings, 7200p, 16:9 ratio or 5 seconds. So, but the UI is slightly different. So make sure you configure correctly. And then to match like what just now I have shown. And then you can see here, after generate, it will be something like this. And then, yeah, this is another one that generated by this creator one. So it is the same, right? But of course, really depend like how you want to play around with it. And 50 second, I believe you can generate like at least 10, right, for each of the model that just now I mentioned. So try to utilize well for those that free quota, and then before utilizing the actual credit that granted to your team. Yeah, this is my piece of advice for that. And yeah, so I think that pretty much sum up my presentation today in introducing like all the overall Alibaba Cloud product in very high level, because this is more focusing on the AI product. And if you're interested to collaborate for future project, please feel free to talk with me. And here is our contact detail link in website or email. And yeah, now I pause for a while for Q&A session. Anyone have any question?
So the check-in is how to check in, the check-in part.
Okay, so, if you go into the create one AI portal, on the top right corner there is one button, should be on the top right. And
Yeah,
then from there you can click on it, and then there's you can get it after you log in with your account.
there will be like a check-in to earn 50 credits.
Do you see that? You see that, right?
Yeah, but when I click on it, then it says like check-in fail.
Check in. Can you refresh the page again? Because I did it, I successfully get it.
Mm. Never mind, this one I try to explore myself first. Maybe the account got some problem or what.
Okay,
Okay.
understood. No worry, I think you can try again too. But first time should be the higher credit. Yeah, that is expected. But I suggest that everyone here go and give it a try. Yeah, for the different portal as well. Okay, other than this, any other questions or suggestion as well? I assume no. All good, yeah. Okay, then in that case, I assume everyone here is good. Maybe I will say thank you for everyone for joining, and then see you all in the competition and perform well.
Is it okay if I share my screen for a while to ask about the credit thing?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Just a short while. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this one, when I came here, then it says the check-in, but then cannot. Is it this one, the button you try to check in?
Yes, correct, the same one. Yep.
Oh.
You already which account do you use? Just to sure.
I use my personal account, like the one same I logged in for the one competition one.
Okay, can you try to log out and try again?
Sure.
Because it should be able to get it. That is what expected from here.
Sorry. I think he's facing some issue.
I will suggest that you try again. Maybe they will able to fix the issue maybe. Because for my end, I don't face this issue.
Oh, right. Then I try with another account another time maybe. Also, I want to ask this one, the model, so we all use the latest one, is it? The 2.6 one?
Yes, try to use the latest because the latest one is more powerful than the 2.6 is the latest, 2.5 is the old one.
Oh, okay, okay. Then I think for the overall how to use the part, you have briefly told us how to use it. So for my side, I think no problem. Then this one, oh yeah, one more question is that for the competition, right? We strictly use this one or we can use one as well?
You can use either one because anyway it's still belong to one AI model.
Oh,
So
so this two
as long
also
as
can.
you select the correct model when generating it, then it's fine.
Okay. Yeah. All right. For me, so far, no question left.
Okay, cool. Any question from Zijing, Ian, or Sling?
No.
No.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay, in that case, I think, yeah, thank you for joining this session. I hope that this will provide you all the understanding on Alibaba cloud products and also overall, at least you all know what to proceed with the next step. And of course, Alibaba cloud is also very popular in Malaysia and also some of the country. So make sure if you're really interested, yeah, you can take some certificate for advanced level as a developer or architect as well. That is will be helpful for your future career as well. Okay, in that case, I think we are good to close this and then can stop the recording.
Okay.